Hey, I'm sharing how I made this cute mermaid birthday cake for my daughter. I have a 5-pan cake set that I used to make a rainbow cake. I used a recipe from Lakeland's blog because it was quite low in butter, which I liked. You see the link below for that recipe. It's decorated with the only frosting I ever use, which is the Hummingbird vanilla frosting. It has sprinkles and a cute gum paste, mermaid tails, starfish, and a few little fish. Top tip for getting vibrant rainbow colours on the cake: use quality food dyes. Make sure you beat your frosting for a good 5 minutes too. The longer you beat it, the fluffier it gets. When you're ready to assemble, put a blob of icing on the bottom layer onto your cake board, and then go ahead and stack up your layers. Give the whole cake a thin covering of frosting and chill it in the fridge or freezer for 10 minutes. This makes it a lot easier when you start piping the coloured frosting on top. I used 2 shades of aqua to create a kind of ombre ocean-like effect on the cake. I made this cute wave-like piping finish by alternating blobs of each colour down the side of the cake and then smearing it with a small teaspoon. I added a few decorative blobs and pipings to the rest of the cake and then covered the top with hundreds and thousands. Be sure to add the hundreds and thousands before the butter icing sets. I used gum paste for the mermaid tail. You can buy moulds, but I simply made mine by starting with a kind of sausage shape, then cut about 1/3 of the way down the top of the shape and moulded this into the fishtail. I rolled gum paste and cut half moons in 3 colours to apply as scales. I dusted the edge of the scales with a fun glistening gold edible dust. I made this a few days ahead and kept it in an airtight container with an egg cup full of cornstarch to help keep it dry. You need to use a doweling rod down the centre of the tail so that it doesn't collapse. I got my little one involved and we used some IKEA ice cube trays to mould our fish and starfish. Dust the moulds with cornstarch so that it can be easily popped out. When you're ready to assemble, simply use buttercream to glue on your fish moulds. I found some cute aquarium coral in Mr. DIY and ordered some inexpensive glittery mermaid cake toppers from Lazada. All the links are below. I find cakes are best either frozen or kept in a wine fridge. If you keep a cake in the fridge, it tends to dry out. If you've frozen it, just take it out a couple of hours before your party, maybe leave it in an aircon room and then decorate with your cake toppers, etc. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and are inspired to make your own mermaid cake.